How would my family know private information that I never shared with anyone? Flight schedule, work schedule, amount of money in bank account, personal purchases. Seems like they were in your email or something. Changing info is the main thing to do. If you have an iPhone, and they have an older one of your iPhones or iPads that is still logged in with your Apple ID, they may be able to access your email, apps, texts. Force log out of everything. And I mean everything. Change passwords of everything. Two-factor authentication. Update emergency contacts. Triple check for random authorizations you might have done and not thought about in a while. Check with all banks, stores, etc. that they are not sending mail to your parents' house. Start slowly planting false information with people to see if the false info gets leaked to parents. Slowly, so it makes it easier to track who is leaking information. Who are they friend with? Who is a gossip? They may have also installed a keylogger. If they continue to know stuff after you've changed all passwords and logged out of all devices, take your electronics in to get checked. This is abusive as hell. Please take a long look at your family dynamics and decide how closely you want to associate going forward. You tell me now or I completely cut you off. You have to mean it though. They clearly have the password to one of your electronic devices or accounts. They know the answers to your security questions, your mother's maiden name, the street you lived on when you were 5, your favorite subject in school, etc. Set up 2FA and give wrong answers to security questions, but write them down. 2 years isn't that long ago, and you likely were using one of their computers or devices at some point. Or you left an old phone or other device there that still has your stuff on it. Withdraw access from old devices. Some sites like Facebook make this really easy to do. Change your passwords. Some sites may even let you change your username. I did this recently with my bank. If legacy businesses or associations still have your family address, update them. Beyond that, we're talking much more sinister things. But it's probably the above stuff. So you get paper statements from your bank or credit cards? Opening your mail? They could have a device that's logged in as you, basically acting as a mirror. Change everything and get two-factor authentication for sign-ins, maybe even a passkey. ID change banks, make them e-statements, change your number and phone company, obviously let family know your new number. But a lot of accounts could be linked to the phone, so getting a new number and not having access can block access. Change all passwords, hell, make new emails with a new number. I would literally change everything I deal with. Important to recheck with credit bureaus to see if there has been any fraud happening or if you have any new accounts in your name. Are they paying for your phone account? If so, then they might have access. Get your own if that's the case. If you used to live there, then that explains it. They opened regular mail that they got. They must have the passwords to your email and bank accounts. Yikes! Something like this happened to me once. My sister had a temp job at a credit card company. I happened to have a credit card with this company, and she was able at our mother's direction to look up my account and tell our mother what I was spending on at that time. Most likely is something in their possession still signed in. Cloud, calendar, email, app, etc. A family member was being tracked via cloud from an old phone they thought was lost missing. It was uploading absolutely everything. It's also possible it's a person in your life though. I found out someone was spying for my mother when they slipped up and called me a nickname of my name that's not obvious, and I never mentioned to people. Start laying some false trails. Online first, then different info to different circles of people to narrow down the leak. Do you happen to still be on a family cloud situation or any way that they can see your info online? Change all login information and passwords and set up a new two-factor authentication so that anything accessed of yours will give you a notification. Change your passwords. Also speak with your financial institutions to make sure there isn't any activity going on that you were unaware, including paper copies of your statements going to your child at home. Your parents may also be still listed on your accounts. Are you using a laptop or desktop or phone they gave you or had access to? There is likely a key logger or similar software on it, so they can spy on you. Private investigator? I'm not familiar with where you are, but in the USA, private investigators can dig up an absolutely insane amount of info about you. They won't hesitate to follow you, stake out the outside of your home and find angles to see inside, monitor exactly what you're doing, including trying to watch monitor screens. They'll dig through your trash or even your neighbor's trash, etc. My parents used one to track down my brother when he initially broke off contact. They may have used one on me after I moved out, as well.